I'm thankful for everyone that made the time to hear me. When it came to voting for someone that would do a speech, I really did not think I'd be up here. I want to thank my parents, my teachers, and my friends, because without them, I would not just be here, I wouldn't even be alive. I also would not have the knowledge about sports, my education, and everything else I know about life, if it weren't for these people. The 3 years I've spent here have been pretty long. These 3 years have been filled with laughter, anger, and some sadness. The friends I've made on the way have been great. I've learned so much. I want to specifically thank Mr. Arbus for giving me advice for not just sports, but life. I want to thank Mr. Mason for always lighting up the mood in the classroom. Ms. Lewis for being really nice with allowing us to do corrections and retakes. I especially want to thank Mr. Tyler. I want to thank him for not just being the best homeroom teacher, but for always pushing me to be the best student I can be. I wish everyone that is leaving the best of luck, and remember, this isn't just the end of a chapter, but it's only the beginning of our story. Thank you.
Now we're going to hear from each of the homeroom advisors talking about all of their advisees. First, Mr. Hemmings.
Well, good evening, everyone. The first person that I'm going to give recognition to is Justice Cortez. Justice Cortez has attended James Madison Preparatory School for both his 7th and 8th grade years. During his time here, Justice has been active in athletics. So far, he has played baseball, basketball, and has begun his training for this upcoming school year's football season. His fondest memories of middle school are learning from his coaches and teammates about how to be a better athlete. As you can probably tell by hearing his plans for football, Justice intends to return to JMPS for high school next year. His advice to incoming middle school students is to be kind, respectful to your fellow classmates, as well as to never give up trying to fulfill your dreams, even at this age. The next person that I'd like to bring recognition to is Nicole Letcher. Nicole Letcher has attended James Madison Preparatory School for her 6th, 7th, and 8th grade years. Throughout her time here, Nicole has taken almost every chance available to her, both academically and through extracurriculars. She has consistently received recognition for her hard-earned grades by being an A-roll recipient for several trimesters. Now we get to her extracurricular activities, and there are a lot of them. Nicole has participated in the school musical, Sparks, track and field, basketball, indoor volleyball, and sand volleyball, where she and her partner helped their team defend the school state title, winning her first of hopefully many state championships. Nicole is planning to continue the success she has found in middle school and carry it into high school here at JMPS. Being involved in so many things, Nicole has learned how to be more responsible with her time and how she spends it. Her advice to incoming middle school students is to make sure you try your best in everything from schoolwork to sports to friendships and many other elements of student life. If you don't, you will end up regretting it eventually. The next person in my homeroom I'd like to bring recognition to is Esme Ramos.
Yeah.
Esme Ramos has also attended James Madison Preparatory School for her 6th, 7th, and 8th grade years. During that time, Esme has been an exemplary student, consistently being an A honor roll recipient for her hard work. She is proud of how her dedication allowed her to become a member of the National Junior Honor Society, also known as NJHS, which has several standards and requirements in order to become a member. In addition to learning how to succeed in academics, she has also gathered an understanding on how to make friends and develop friendships that will last for years to come. Next year, Esme's plans to attend a different high school, but her advice to incoming middle school students echoes that of a fellow classmate. Try your best in everything, because you will regret it if the opportunity is wasted. The final recognition I would like to give for a member of my homeroom is Sadie Williams. Sadie Williams joined JMPS Preparatory School for her 8th grade year. While Sadie has not been a part of this school as long as her fellow classmates, she did not sit back, but instead jumps in and participated in a number of things. Sadie was a part of the JMPS Sparks team and served as a member of the middle school student council. Through that role, Sadie helped set up fundraisers and other activities for middle schoolers to hang out and enjoy together as a class. In addition to her extracurricular endeavors, she has also received recognition for being a part of the B Honor Roll of Scholars for the grades earned in her classes. Next year, Sadie also plans to attend a different high school. Her advice to incoming middle school students is to be friendly and considerate of others, and to try not to cause problems for either fellow classmates or her teachers. As a final note to those members of my homeroom who are moving on with their lives, I would like to thank you all for welcoming me in as a teacher to help you guys have a good homeroom. We did take that homeroom from last place in the rankings to almost #1. So, great job, and I hope you guys have great success in your futures. Next up, please welcome Coach Arvis to speak about his homeroom.
Alright, I got 5, so bear with me on this. Alright. First up, I'd like to talk about Priscilla Buffett. Priscilla has had an outstanding year. Despite being actively involved in 6 extracurricular activities, she has maintained the grades to earn a spot on A Honor Roll for the first 2 trimesters and is on track to earn it for the 3rd one coming up. Priscilla's extracurricular involvement includes NJHS, Student Council, Social Media Club, and for Student Council, she has been a major contributor to all these clubs, but notably has been a driving force behind many of the activities and events held by the Student Council, often encouraging her peers and organizing successful parties and fundraisers for the junior high. On the sports side, Priscilla joined Sparks, basketball, and sand volleyball. One notable accomplishment from her sports career so far is the Patriot Award she earned during the basketball season. This award is a major achievement. It is often given to the student who best exemplifies the character traits of a true leader. One who is dedicated to not just their own growth, but also the growth of the team and the community. Priscilla, we could give this award to you to define your year. From the time you stepped onto this campus, you have been a great leader and innovator for this community. And I look forward to seeing what you do in our high school. Priscilla Buffa, congratulations. Next, Elliot Greer. When I first met Elliot, we were at football camp, and although kind of shy and a little timid at this first practice, Elliot's true character sneaked through, and I saw a kid who was just in search of a good time. Now, fast forward 2 years, you have become a young man who is still in search of a good time. While Elliot is on this search of a good time, he carries a few things with him: a strong work ethic, a friendly attitude, and a heart of gold. Even after the many challenges you have faced throughout these 2 years of us knowing you, you have kept that same attitude and outlook on the world. Elliot, you are mentally tough. You do not let negative situations tear away your smile, and you always show up with a positive attitude and mindset that hasn't wavered. Never let this world dim your contagious character, Elliot. Keep smiling, keep playing, and keep searching for those good times, because you bring brightness wherever you go, and you make this community a happier place. Congratulations, Elliot. Third, I would like to talk about Griffin Rayburn. Every student brings a unique perspective to the class, and every so often, a student comes through that challenges the usual perspective. This student makes peers, teachers stay on their toes and think in new ways to answer old questions. This student is not afraid to ask questions that lead to a deeper understanding of topics and allows for unforeseen discoveries to be made. Griffin is one of these students, and it has been an absolute pleasure to have you in my home, sir. You have been a catalyst for growth and have helped push peers and staff to come up with solutions to problems. Now that may not seem like a big deal to you, but know that your contributions to not only my homeroom, but this community will leave a lasting impact and help build a better future here. Another notable achievement Griffin has made is being a founding member of the wrestling team here at James Madison. His work ethic and responsibility were highlighted throughout the season. So Griffin, as you move forward to your next chapter in life, continue to ask the hard questions and walk with integrity and compassion. Your future holds no boundaries, and I look forward to seeing what you do with it. Congratulations, Griffin. Fourth, Kennedy Riley. Kennedy is the embodiment of quiet strength. Throughout her first year here at James Madison, Kennedy has demonstrated that perseverance is the key to growth. When things got hard and challenges started showing up, Kennedy faced them head on. After conquering each challenge, she would gain more and more confidence and begin to let her guard down. This way we can actually see her true character. And who was hiding behind that reserved demeanor? It was an amazing person. Kennedy is smart, funny, curious, creative, and also has quite a voice when she wants to be heard. Kennedy enjoys the idea of being in the background, so she joined the yearbook club, as well as track. In the third trimester, she joined track. She participated in discus and was only a few feet away from qualifying for state. So Kennedy, on your journey here at although your journey here at James Madison has just begun, and you move forward, remember the strength you found within yourself and the confidence you built. Continue to embrace challenges and let your voice be heard. Never stop being an incredible person you are. Congratulations, Kennedy Riley. Last person I would like to talk about is Kiala Unga. Kiala is a special person. At such a young age, the talent and athletic ability that Kiala has is unbelievable. On the basketball court, volleyball court, she excels effortlessly. And what you do in sand volleyball is beyond me. She has earned back-to-back state championship titles in sand volleyball for varsity athletics. Has been named MVP for both sand and court volleyball, and she has achieved all this before even reaching high school. This is extremely impressive. However, that is not what makes Kiala special. Kiala is also well involved in clubs within the school, participating in social media club, JMPS, and student council. While being well involved inside the school and outside, participating in club volleyball. She also gets it done inside the classroom. Kiala has earned the grades to be on the roll of scholars for every trimester she has been here. And that is impressive. With all these accolades, they're great, and they help make a case for why Kiala is special. But these are not why Kiala is special. No, Kiala has earned these because of who she is. Kiala is courageous, compassionate, respectful, resilient, generous, and humble. She is self-reliant and works incredibly hard to achieve what she has. Kiala, you are a special person, and wherever you go, whatever you do, as long as you keep being yourself, success will follow. Congratulations, Kiala. Go Flamingos. I would now like to welcome Mr. Reyes.
Good evening. I must confess to all of you that this is extraordinarily difficult for me. Taking these young people and boiling down their essence into a few words is frankly impossible. What do I talk about? Where do I begin? What can I tell you about these wonderful people? That which you already know and that which you don't. But forgive me, I'll do my best. Trinity Dufresne is a no-nonsense person. She does not mince words nor waste time. She is direct and makes herself clearly understood. Yet I would not label her as brutally honest, which is often used as a flowery term to describe rude people. No, Trinity is very kind to those around her. Even in instances where her kindness is tested, she maintains an atmosphere of respect, as made evident every day in and out of her classes. Trinity has been with JMPS since the 6th grade and will continue here into high school, where her kind and honest nature will impress her high school teachers as much as it has her middle school teachers. I have to find her now, because I want to talk to her. Found her. Trinity, I look forward to next year, where I will have the privilege of teaching you as a high schooler and continue to witness your journey to adulthood. Congratulations. Aiden Carson is a young man who carries himself with a kind of quiet confidence, needed especially for anyone who handles the responsibility he does for as young as he is. Aiden has maintained a strong academic performance, along with his roles in the football team, in the student council, and most recently, as one of the leads in the 8th grade play. He did not have an option whether he could join the 8th grade play or not, but to take on a lead, that was his choice. He also has been at JMPS since the 6th grade, and will continue to attend here in the high school as well, where we all look forward to seeing what challenges and responsibilities Aiden tackles next. Aiden has learned much during his time at JMPS and encourages those younger than him to always try their hardest, as he has learned to. Aiden, you've done an excellent job so far. So stay the course and always do your best. I promise you it's worth it. Congratulations. Manuel Reyes frequently surprises me. At first, to the uninitiated, he appears a quiet young man, mild mannered, and rather unassuming. However, it becomes clear very quickly that Manuel is a diligent student and a good friend. Manuel will always put his best foot forward in his classes, even in subjects that might be out of his comfort zone, once again, such as drama. And this quality has carried him far. As he steps into high school, Manuel wants his underclassmen to know that while many things seem hard, they are in fact much easier if you possess a strong work ethic. Manuel, has been with JMPS since 6th grade, and although he will not be attending here next year, instead going to Marcus Pizza, he will always have our support, and we wish him the best of luck. If he maintains and grows his work ethic, he won't need any luck. Manuel, the key to a strong work ethic is the ability to soldier on, even through the unknown. You are entering the unknown of high school, and with new people to boot. But carry on and achieve great things. Well done. My homeroom's mascot is very accurately chosen to be the capybara, a very calm, quiet, and well-mannered animal. My homeroom contains a number of students who are more reserved and mild-mannered, especially in the 8th grade. That being said, Bentley Ramsey is not one of these students. Bentley is outgoing, with personality to spare, and has possibly the most infectious laugh ever. If you get him started, it will take several minutes before he stops. And typically, he kind of drags everyone down with him. But more impressive than Bentley's wonderful laugh is the size of his heart. I have seldom met many people with the level of amiability and capacity for friendliness that Bentley has. His genuine friendliness and outgoing nature are guaranteed to improve your day. But it isn't just friendliness with them. It's respect. Respect for his teachers, respect for his peers, and respect for himself. All of this adds to the quality of Bentley's character, and I can't wait to see how he grows going into high school and beyond. Bentley, it has been a privilege to be your homeroom advisor and your teacher. And I look forward to watching you spread your joy and good spirit in high school. Congratulations, Bentley. Capybaras don't have a battle cry, as usual for that. Next up is Mr. Tyler.
I really don't like this 8th grade class a lot, so this is very short and sweet. Just kidding. Actually, this 8th grade class really holds a special place in my heart. And I'll tell you why. So, flashback about a couple of years ago, in November of 2021, I was hired on to replace what was the teacher who taught 6th grade math, 6th grade science, and had the 6th graders as their homeroom teacher. And me stepping into this position during kind of COVID kind of stuff at that same time was interesting. So with all those classes that 6th graders that have the 6th graders, I spend a good portion of my day, every day, with those 6th graders. And then they were really tiny and sometimes annoying, but they were a fun group to be around. And at this time too, they thought I was pretty scary, which was awesome. Mainly probably because I wore a mask and all you could see were my eyes. And I was about 3 feet taller than each of them. But to go on, I'll say at this, last one. So over the course of that year, I really got to know each of these 6th graders. Now flash forward 2 years later, and probably half of those 6th graders are sitting before you all as 8th graders, about to graduate and embark on a new adventure of high school. After teaching these students for the last 3 years, I'm now having to say goodbye. Now goodbyes can be sad, but in this scenario, it's a celebration as they are graduating and moving on to high school. I will no longer be their teacher in middle school, but I will be their biggest fan, cheering from the sidelines, rooting for their success, with confidence that no matter what they do, they will excel. Now the first student in my homeroom that I'm going to talk about is Miles McAtee. Miles joined JMPS last year as a 7th grader. He was very reserved and did not talk too much. But one interesting fact about Miles is he was a trendsetter. In the junior high last year, at least amongst the 7th grade boys, he would come to school every day with different designs on his socks. He would never wear those boring old solid color black, brown, white socks. No, not Miles. He would have socks with animals on it, with phrases. My favorite would be restaurants like In-N-Out.
After he started doing this, what I started noticing were other boys started wearing crazy socks. Whether that was longer socks, whatever it was. So Miles started this trend that lasted for pretty much all of 7th grade. If you look at his socks today, though, they are not cool designs. So it either means he's mature or they're all dirty. But I digress. One of the greatest joys as a teacher is when you see students succeed and believe in themselves. When Miles first came to the school, he was a student that did not fully believe he was capable of doing the work. Over the course of this year, I have seen Miles put in the time and effort needed to be a successful student with his exemplary work ethic. And now Miles has the confidence in himself to excel, and I'm excited to see where this confidence takes him in life. Miles, it has been an amazing experience to be your teacher these last couple of years, and thank you for all the great memories. The next 8th grader we'll be recognizing is Jacob Levine. I first met Jacob when he was in 6th grade, not when I was in 6th grade, sorry. I remember 2 things specifically about him then. 1, was he had tons of energy. And 2, was he always voiced his opinion. Now these qualities still hold true today for Jacob, as he is now about to start high school. In fact, they have become some great qualities for him. Since Jacob has so much energy, he has learned to use that to help better himself with his grades, but also with any extracurriculars. Jacob has been heavily involved here in a short amount of time. He was part of the football team, co-ed soccer, student government, NJHS, and the all-school musical. If you did not have the chance to see Oliver a couple of years ago, you missed Jacob stealing the show with his dance moves as an orphan. Jacob is not timid either when it comes to what he believes. He will fight for what he believes in, and this is an amazing quality that many high schoolers now do not have. Jacob stands his ground, and his faith does not waver. This is his faith in his friends, who he will defend and protect no matter what, as well as his faith in his family and his own personal beliefs. When I think about Jacob's future, as not only a student here, but as a young man, I see someone who will be a leader. People will follow Jacob because of how genuine he is. Jacob, I appreciate having you as a student. Stay true to yourself and the values you hold, and you will make a positive difference not only at the school, but out in the world. And it is a great joy to bring up the next teacher, Mr. Roach.
Well, welcome. I am Mr. Roach. I happen to not have the 8th graders this year. I had them last year, many of them. So I have a high school homeroom this year. I get to stand in briefly and introduce Mr. Mason, but before I do that, before things get completely queued up, I just want to say just a couple quick things. It's already been kind of mentioned already that Mr. Chris mentioned looking forward to teaching these young people in 9th grade. The 7th grade class, this 8th grade graduating class, was my first here at the school. My first real, outside of any sort of college teaching, my first middle school experience. And I can say from the bottom of my heart that every one of them, every one of these children that are growing into young adults are truly a gift. As a parent, I look at my child and I know that I'm undeserving of what has been given to me. And when I look at your children, I'm blown away. I'm blown away by their character, the integrity and integrity that they show up with every single day, the smiles on their faces during adversity, I am truly impressed. And when I look at you, 8th graders, soon to be 9th graders, as weird as many of you are, think about you, Keal, in this moment. I am so excited to teach you all next year. Having said that, Mr. Mason, who is much better with words and technology, will take over from here.
Hello, James Madison Preparatory School. It is I, Mr. Mason, for those of you who do not know. And I am here to talk a little bit about some of the students who are graduating out of my homeroom and graduating out of middle school. So I am the ancient world history teacher for the 8th graders, and I am also a middle school homeroom teacher. So I get the honor of recognizing 4 8th graders who have been a part of the Mason homeroom class this year. Obviously, at this point, congratulations are in order because we have been recognized as the best homeroom of the year. If that has not yet happened, then unfortunately there has been a gross failure of justice that has occurred here. And I will be addressing that upon return from our nation's capital. Unfortunately, I could not be here in person, but I wanted to leave a message for my 8th grade students in my homeroom as a thank you for a wonderful year together and all of the joy and wonderful moments that you have given me this year. I am sure this is not going to be at all uncomfortable for me to record, and I definitely won't mess up any of the timing due to any sort of raucous laughter or uncomfortable interactions that are occurring without my knowledge. Without further ado, I would love it if Alex Allen would please stand up. Now, I'm going to recognize my students one at a time. I'm starting with Alex here. And in her time with us at JMPS, Alex has been a constant source of joy and silliness. Alex is a creative soul, and she channels the energy that she has to create wonderful works of creative writing and meticulous artistic creations. This year, however, her eye for excellence has expanded to other areas of her studies. While I was fortunate to have Alex in my homeroom, many days while she was potentially in our study hall, instead she would be going out and working with other teachers in an effort to better understand her course material. Through Alex's extraordinary efforts and the unwavering support of our math teacher, Mrs. Lewis, Alex has made huge strides in her math skills this year, and we're all very proud of the effort and time she has put in to make that growth. Still, Alex did not let her newfound intellectualism turn her into a stoic. Her infectious laugh often spreads not just through my homeroom, but at times through the entire 8th grade. Alex's wit, her energy, and her willingness to always help a friend or classmate in need will be sorely missed in our homeroom next year. Alex, as your middle school journey comes to a close, I can't wait to see what amazing things you accomplish. I hope your creative spirit and your heart of wonder remain a part of you throughout your life. Please join me in congratulating Alex. Uncomfortable pause. Wow, what a wonderful applause I just heard. Okay, thank you, Alex. Next, I would like Bella Hargrave to stand, please. So, for a number of reasons, my getting to recognize Bella today is special to me. Last year, I had the profound privilege of celebrating Bella's older brother, Daniel, as he completed the 8th grade. And I now get the opportunity to do the same thing for Bella. But to relegate Bella to the status of Daniel's sister would be a comical underselling of Bella's merits as an individual. For one, Bella's intellect is leaps and bounds beyond what one would expect in an 8th grader. Regardless of changing teachers, rising expectations, and Bella's increasing participation in extracurricular activities, she has consistently maintained a near-perfect GPA throughout her time at JMPS. Bella has also become a valued member of both the indoor and sand volleyball teams, where she has quickly grown and developed her skills and made some big plays when the team needed someone to step up. Bella's academics and athletics are undoubtedly impressive, but there are still areas where she shines even brighter. As a friend, Bella truly seems to be unmatched. Bella is often quite quiet when you talk to her one-on-one, but when she is around friends, she truly comes alive. In our homeroom and in the classroom, students always know that they can count on Bella to pull through with everything from dressing up to get our homeroom points during Spirit Week, to producing high-quality work as a part of a larger group project. And in those group projects, I always love to see the joy and laughter that Bella brings to her classmates, even if she gets a little too caught up in the marker plays sometimes. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Bella has breezed through her time at JMPS Middle School, and I can't wait to see what wonderful moments and memories high school brings for her. Congratulations, Bella. Next, if Henry Lambert could stand, please. Henry is a frightening student to have in class. And I know this sounds like an insult, but I promise it's not. I have been explicitly told I am not allowed to insult the students, especially when there is video evidence. It can be frightening to have Henry in class because he has all of the elements of greatness. As a teacher, I always want to nurture and enable the potential of my students, and to nurture such a potential for incredible things can be truly a daunting task. Fortunately, at every turn in his time as a middle schooler here at JMPS, Henry has risen to any task put before him. As a 7th grader, Henry was not in any classes I taught. However, I consistently heard about how bright he was and how he was able to cruise through the course material for all of his classes. Having him in my class this year, I can confirm that his intellect is impressive, but that intellect does not define Henry. At every turn, instead, I have been impressed by Henry's internal resolve to achieve what he wants in life. Whenever Henry receives a grade or feedback that did not meet his expectations, he would always ask what he could do better, and then he would make those improvements. Henry uses his intelligence to make work fun, often bringing wit and humor into his group projects that he is a part of. He never belittles people for what they don't know, but instead, he is quick to give help to anyone he sees who needs it. I have seen the same compassion and love in Henry when he is fulfilling his role as a big brother. I don't think I've ever seen Henry smile bigger than when he is wrangling his younger siblings, although he could maybe be a little nicer to Daphne. I don't know, just saying. Henry, you have an incredible amount of power, both in your mind and in the cannon that you unleash upon people during dodgeball tournaments. I hope that you continue to show that to lead is equal parts capability and compassion. I'm quite excited to see your continued growth and your expression of these two qualities more as you move into the high school portion of your academic career. Congratulations, Henry. And finally, Nevaeh Vital, would you please stand? For Nevaeh, this has been a transformative year. She has stepped up and stepped into a role of leadership during her time in the 8th grade. Nevaeh chose not to run for student council this year. However, as teachers, we refused to accept that fact, so we just kind of badgered her and annoyed her enough until she decided that maybe she had something special to offer to the school community that we saw. Since Nevaeh's inclusion in the middle school student government, we have seen more activities, we have seen more engagement, and we've had a pretty awesome end-of-the-year beach party. And that is not where Nevaeh's contributions end. In sand volleyball, Nevaeh has stepped up in a big way this year, clinching some key wins at the varsity level as a middle schooler, including winning both matches at state this year, which allowed the sand team to successfully earn back-to-back state championships. Nevaeh, at the beginning of the year, set some pretty lofty academic goals for herself, and she has put in ceaseless effort into being a well-rounded and high-performing student. She is not content with just being a strong math student, just being a strong science student. She wants to be strong in all areas of her academic career, and she is capable of that and has achieved that. While achieving both academic and athletic success, Nevaeh has also been an advocate both for herself, for her friends, for the 8th grade, and for the middle school as an entire community. I hope that she has seen over the course, especially of this year, that when she speaks up, change happens here at JMPS. And my hope is that she continues to fight to make sure that this school is deserving of students and people like her as she steps into the high school level. Nevaeh has not only impressed in her moments of success, but also in her struggles. Whenever I have seen Nevaeh take a misstep, she owns it and she tackles it head on. I have been so impressed by her resilience and her ability to own her mistakes and make sure that she does everything she can to make them right. Nevaeh, I hope you see all the rewards of your hard work this year. I am so proud of you and your presence in the Masons homeroom, and the middle school, and your presence in the middle school will be sorely missed. I'm really excited to see what next year brings for you, because I know you will continue to achieve great things. Congratulations, Nevaeh. Okay, well, those are my 8th graders, and this kind of brings my message to an end. So without further ado, we're going to bring out the water skiing squirrels, which I'm really excited about. I hope you love it. This would be really unfortunate if they canceled those, but I was told to announce them, so I'm pretty sure they're coming. Anyway, back to whoever I'm sending it back to. Thank you.
8th graders, you're not the only crazy ones. I love this staff. So in closing, we would not be here today without the support and the guidance of our teachers and staff. Thank you for your dedication and for nurturing our 8th graders' hearts and minds. To the parents and the families, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your support and for trusting us with your children. 8th graders, can we give them all a hand? Now to the celebrities of this evening, as you prepare for high school, remember that is just the beginning of the next chapter of your education. How weird that you just said that earlier, mister. Yeah. Embrace the challenges ahead and learn from every single one of them. Enjoy all your accomplishments and build those lasting memories. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Always continue to learn, grow, and be the very best that you can be. On a final note, starting tomorrow, don't cry, it's okay. Unless you're wearing jeans, because tomorrow's jean day. You are done with those black shirts. You may now wear high school dress code for the remainder of the whole 4 or 5 days. You have earned it, and I cannot wait to see what your future holds. You all are awesome. And don't get up yet, but there are refreshments in the back, and I cannot tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you all around this room. Thank you all for coming this evening.